Welcome to the place where you're in the camera and I'm on the screen. I'm your host, Epic Gray, and we are back for the first time in a very long time with the video I've been wanting to do for quite a while now, and that is a tutorial and an update on an old tutorial that I did a long time ago, which is how to make a mob grinder in 1.14. Now, of course, back on. You see on this other side of this wall, we have this nice area. You hear the pistons going. And you know, they come through, we murder them, we get XP, and we get goods. So you know, real simple, real cool way to get XP and get armor and stuff. I actually need to break out this back wall to put an enchanting table down here. That is actually the plan for a upcoming build episode. But for now, we're gonna go over to the other site, and we're going to actually get we're actually going to build one of these. I'm going to show you guys how to build them. Now, I've done a video on this in the past, and unfortunately, that same method does not work here in 1.14, because in 1.14, mobs actually sink to the bottom of the water instead of floating on top of it, unless you give them an incentive to do so, which we'll talk about here in a few minutes. So we're going to roll over to the other one. I'm going to show you what you need, and we're going to go from there. Okay, here we are, and of course, you can find these mob spawners around. They look a lot like this when you find them. You know, you usually find them in caves. And, oh, it's raining. You usually find them in caves and stuff. And come over here. This is about what you're going to need. I don't think you'll actually need any comparators, but I put them here anyway. And I don't think you'll need this many signs. You're not going to need this much. This is for water elevators in the future to get up and down out of this place. But in general, you're not going to need all this stuff. These are just blocks to help build, but you will need, for sure, the water buckets. You're going to need help to make it easier to make the water elevator, which we're going to have to make to actually move creatures around. What else do you need? You're definitely going to need the comparators. You do need an observer. You can do this with a redstone clock made out of hoppers, which I'll show you when we get to that point. But the easiest way is to just put an observer down there. But yeah, this is pretty much all you're going to need for the initial build itself. And of course a pickaxe. And some time, because that's what it's going to take. And we're actually going to do a sped up montage of me building it, and I'm going to talk you through the process as we're doing that. I thought that was a better way than watching me break out all these blocks and hearing me explain it. But I'm going to give the gist of it right here, right now. So from here, this is in the center of the room, of course, and usually the room is about 4 high. You're going to want to break the roof out one above that, so you're going to want a 9x9 room. So 4 blocks around the spawner, and the spawner in the center. So we're going to go 4 blocks down. We're going to go 1 block out on each. Well, actually, these walls are in for some reason. So it'll be 2 blocks out on each of these, and then 1 block out on each of these. So 4 around each side, and then 1 block up. And that's going to be the basic gist of the room. And then we're going to, of course, do the water blockage, and we're going to do the water canals. We're actually going to do a new system, which I've been wanting to try, which is having everything go into a center siphon and then come out on the other end. So originally I was going to put my tunnel here, but now that I actually know like around my buildings where it's going to be, we're going to actually put the main room out this way, which I'll build in an upcoming building episode here on the channel. So we're going to go ahead and speed this up, and I'll see you guys when we get back.
Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, here we are digging out a 9x9 room around the spawner here. And what I forgot to really explain well is that you only really need to go 4 blocks around each of the sides of the spawner itself, and that gets you the perfect 9x9 room. So 4 up, 4 down, 4 left, right, or should I say north, south, east, and west. And you'll get that 9x9 room, which is what we're getting right here. This is a nice little montage of me digging it out. As you can see, I'm getting the walls here. I only had to go out 2 there and 1 there. And each one of these spawners is a little different. The ceiling was already, you know, this high, so I only had to go up 1 and then have to go down 4, which makes it really difficult. But, you know, you get a lot of resources doing this, and it's a nice little touch. You can see I dug out the center, and we're putting 1 block of water raised 1 block up, and you get this perfect siphon. And then here we're transitioning over and we're digging out the tunnel, and this is me deciding if I want to keep it at this level or if I want to go one lower. As you can see here in a second, I actually chose to keep it at this level, and then we'll dig out. This will be the corridor by which the mobs will get carried over to where they will eventually go up and drop down and make them one shot. So we're digging out that tunnel here. As you can see, we immediately get into a cave system, and we'll transition to me digging the up and down channels and deciding where I want them to go in the room that I have hollowed out for the actual mob spawner, or should I say mob grinder. And we're gonna go down here. This is gonna be right above the channels here, and you have me lining everything up and making sure that we're all good. And this will be the tunnel of death, the last thing that these mobs will see before, you know, whoever's using this will murder them. And yeah, I think this came out really good. This is a really simple system that we do really well on. And then we transition to me overthinking how and where I want the redstone to be placed and where I want the water channels to land the mobs to go up and down. And in the end, we end up choosing what we go with here, and then we start on hollowing out where I'm going to put the redstone system, and actually trying out a redstone system that I was originally going to use, but the observer blocks aren't advanced enough to detect when mobs fall.
Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, here we're going to talk about the redstone portion of this build, which is right now. So of course we're going to have the pistons going here. We're going to have the mobs are going to drop down bank. They're going to hit here, and the piston is going to go push them into this, and this is going to be a water stream. So right here, we're going to want a block of glass, or not glass, ice. Of course. So when they do get pushed, it goes. Now we need some way to power said piston. Now I was going to use an observer block, but I realized that observer is not going to work. So we're going to do something very, very simple, which is a hopper clock. We're going to do a hopper like this, and a hopper like this. Not what I want. So we're going to put two hoppers facing into each other, just like that. Now, I didn't grab it. So we do actually, in fact, need the comparator. So a comparator will sense that there's a block here. We'll go dink, send the signal here. So when I put just this piece of stone in, facing the wrong way. Hold on. Can I just do this? Oh, I remember. It's a very weak signal, so move this back one. My bad. So we're gonna grab you, face you like this. Greatest thing is this is all like a 1x. There we go. Then we do comparator. Dink, dink. So now put a piece of that right in. Alright, that'll do, and then it'll drop them down right there. They'll come in here, pew, and then they'll shoot up. So, it's going to have to be so many signs.
And here, ladies and gentlemen, we have me setting the water up and setting the tunnels up for what will be the final version of this, and making sure that everything flows properly and the mobs will be able to come through. It's real simple. We're going to have us digging up the tunnels and making sure everything's in place properly, digging everything out, measuring everything out, putting the water blocks, and yeah, it came out really well, and I'm really excited for you to see the final product.
Alright, we want to make this water elevator into all source blocks because, you know, it's a necessity. Okay, go down, break everything. Did not grab the soul sand. Oh, this is awkward. So this is all source blocks now. That's exactly what we needed. So they'll get flung up here. Dang. Right there. That's exactly what we wanted. Now, you can do this without the piston setup. You just have this running into an ice block into that. but it's a little less efficient in my opinion, and I think this is a great system. All right, so let's do a proper test now without breaking that. Now you suck my cock. All right. Now we do the whole survival-a-thon. Spawn, you bastards! Here we go. 1, 2. Wow, already. So it's not actually. That's not loud. That's down. We can put that down further. I suggest putting it down further so you don't hear the. It doesn't really matter, to be honest. But there he is. There they are. It works like a charm, actually. So we're just gonna seal this up. And that. Now we're gonna do one more thing. That in hindsight, I should have done. Oh, why is there a slab here? There's a slab there. All right. Grab me hoppers and bring a chest. This is awkward. For now, we're just going to put it into a hopper. Right. So now, I kill them. All the stuff goes in here. So I'll put a double chest down here. But that's pretty much the gist of this beautiful mob grinder. This is a really easy one to make, actually. It's not super difficult. It's very time consuming more than anything, but it's actually very simple. I do recommend some depth strider boots because you're gonna need them. But as you can see, we have a perfect little mob grinder. Cool. So yeah, that's going to do it for this tutorial, ladies and gentlemen. If you want more tutorials like this on the channel, I'm very knowledgeable in redstone and Minecraft mechanics in general. And if you would like to see stuff or you like to see specific stuff, let me know down in the comments below. If you enjoyed this, make sure to leave a like. If you're new to the channel, new to the series, make sure to subscribe down below. If you want to see more of my Minecraft series, we're also playing Pixelmon and this series, which is Greycraft. They go first up live over on twitch.tv/EMID_GR3Y. If you want to see more of me in general, be sure to follow me over there or on Twitter or Instagram, which is also linked down in the description. So be sure to check out the description for new stuff. If you want more stuff like this and you want to see when the next tutorial comes up, we're actually having a GTA tutorial coming up later this week or next week. I haven't decided when I'm going to put that one up yet. But yeah, so make sure to turn on the bell if you want to stay notified when all that stuff goes up. And if you're interested in that, if you want more, like I said, if you want more of these videos, just smash the like button. And I will see you all in the very next video of whatever I make. Ta-ta for now. Now I'm out.